Hello and welcome to the final qualifier for the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 7. Very exciting, very last qualifier. Tracking today, we have Lava Plume, Natasha, Tomeltalk, and myself. And on commentary, we have Melqui and Sea Falcon. And they'll take it from here.
Thanks, baseball. Chat,
Yo.
how we doing?
Yeah, what up, everybody? Welcome to the final qualifier, Season 7.
Yeah, it has been a wild ride, and you know what? In true rando fashion, it has decided to bless us with probably some of the kinder settings. Looks like we have Shop Shuffle, meaning that we have items in our shops today. We might need some wallets, which we don't usually have to think about. And Free Scarecrow. How do you feel about Free Scarecrow, Bobby?
It definitely makes it a lot nicer for the runners in a couple circumstances. You know, if we end up like everybody loves that that situation where you go into Fire Temple and you don't have a long shot to pixel shot, and oh no, Pierre has the boss key. Guess we're coming back or something like that. And
or
stuff
you
like
know,
that.
Yesterday's qual where Longshot was on Pierre.
I heard.
Oh, absolutely disgusting.
I heard that was a train wreck.
Yeah, so I mean, Free Scarecrow, I love it as a quality of life item, but I have noticed that in quals, again, in true rando fashion, have decided that when Free Scarecrow is on, you get a late hook shot.
Yeah. Chat, sorry, look, I woke up to try to watch people play Qual 19, and I fell asleep 5 minutes in because that's too early for me, so I heard from others how bad it was. Alright, and we're off, I think. Yep.
Oh, okay. Jabu, Dodongo, Shadow, Fire, and Water are our medallions today. That is our bridge condition, barring a song that we really need being on Ocarina of Time. We shouldn't have to step into the stones, but we'll see. Goron Pot is dead. Claim Check's dead. Desert Colossus is foolish.
Alright, and we're getting Epona in Crater.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see what was up on the volcano, but we'll get another look at that. And Pyra making the decision to dip into fire. This is something that I find myself doing when I have Bolero, so I know I can, like, get out of here. But with nothing to cross the bridge, there's very little to gain, especially when this is a key. You have to make the decision, do I go after that one extra check? Not usually.
No, and we're just gonna go ahead and leave. Fair enough.
Yep, play Bolero, safe quit out, go do adult CAC probably. Kawari, the only one who did not go pick up the horse, went straight to adult CAC.
Oh, a lot of them. Is that what his motto is? I had no idea. I was about to ask.
Oh yeah, it's Dark Magician Girl.
Okay.
And, ooh, a shield for 290? No thank you.
Yikes. Alright, well, let's see if we can find a different...
Oh, shoes, though. Very...
expensive. Very expensive.
Very expensive. But you know, if those had been 10 or 20 rupees, big.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Alistair, I agree. At that price, Team Never Buy a Shield probably wins. Everyone gonna be checking the price of those shoes because they are on the left side. We can buy them without a bomb bag.
Or we can just check out that hint core I just read. Kokiri Forest, Path King to King Dodongo. I think we can just get our bomb bag.
We can just go get a bomb bag. Easy.
Well, probably, unless it's in the shop, like wallet locked, double wallet locked, or something.
Oh, please no. Or do. I mean, you know what? I'm here for it.
Alright, Vanilla
Ooh,
Storms.
Okay. That's good. That gives us an extra check in that path Kokiri Forest, just in case that's where our bombs are.
Yep,
And Pyra opting to go river.
Yep, I know a few runners that like to do this. Now in Pyro's defense, it is nighttime, so
Yeah,
this
so
will
usually
fix the time of day.
yeah. Usually they just set it going to outside Ganon's castle. Gets them enough time.
Yeah. Also, yeah, we can also we can get a few get a few hints here. I know a lot of folks like the early river play. I am very much in the camp against it, but that is because I get annoyed every time it works, so it's personal.
Yeah. I think it really depends on what kind of settings you're playing. Okay, mark it to Morpha.
Alright.
Like these settings where it's 6 medallion bridge and or a boss key, depending on if bridge is open, if that's drafted. It just varies on how powerful it is. Other settings, I think it's very overpowered. And here it's pretty hit or miss on whether or not it pays out.
Yeah, and obviously Pyro doesn't know this, but they have hopefully Frogs 1 doesn't have anything, or there's a hint because they've orphaned that. Oh, there's a big chest here in the open grotto though, so hold on a second.
Saria's on Burning Cack.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Required, yes. Get early game changer. Yeah. No.
That's not really... not really the advantage you're hoping when you see a big chest there. Is that Darunia as a bottle?
Yep. Unfortunately, that bottle is locked by a couple of medallions that we don't have right now, so... Yeah, so we... Also, don't know if we mentioned it, but the 40 and 50 skull hints were read in the Skull House. One of the changes that we have for Season 7 is you can get those hints there, and they were both dead today, so... No massive skull seed for our last call.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, though. You know? It's late for pretty much anyone that's not U.S. West Coast.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm blanking already on which call number it was, but shout out to the call that had Dins on 30, a lens on 40, and then you go to Ganon asking where the light arrows are, and he says mark it and chest games there, and it's you have to go get more skulls, and it's like, what the hell? Come on.
I watched so many people piece that together, and they were like, are you kidding me? I have to go get 10 more skulls? Because, of course, at that point, you've passed by so many.
I know. I know. I couldn't even... I didn't want to talk about the 10 I actually went and got for that. It was something, but, Alright, looks like Kawari is the first of our runners to be heading back, Child, so we're gonna take a look here at Market and see if our Pathomorpha hint item shows up here in one of the shops, because there's 3 of them in Market. We got,
Yeah.
We got the shooting gallery, and of course, assuming the bomb bags in Kokiri Forest, we'll also be able to probably pick up True Bowling later.
Yeah. I would say the one, like, it is vanilla spawns. You're not gonna get trapped in Market, but whether or not you wait for time of day is kind of a big routing decision here. To check that bomb shoe shop. Nothing too exciting in potion shop there. Is that a boomerang?
Alright.
Okay, we do need that. How much was it? Oh, 35. Nice.
35. Yep. All right, sure.
Let's hope that is not our path to Morpha.
Yeah, because if that's if that's locking a hook shot, then obviously the runners would be hoping that letter and domain access would be early then, but who knows? Well, not in the shooting gallery.
Mm-hmm. Prez, I imagine doesn't save quit here and just scums these light arrows away to preserve time of day. Oh, maybe not.
So Chris could be doing actually what I like doing, although I just go into Ganon's Castle and make it nighttime. I'm actually a fan of making it nighttime first and checking the bomb shoot shop early, especially if you don't pick up Sunsong right away, because it can be way harder to route that in later.
Sure. That's true, Tobias. That is an easy child projectile. We don't know where Requiem is yet, but it's somewhere.
All right, now we're going to now we're gonna pick up gonna get our first look here at what's in Ranch. We do have Song of Storms early, but it's worth pointing out we're missing a number of kind of potentially important songs. So like a ZL or a Requiem here would be nice.
Lights were in River Open Grotto, and Boomerang is in the market, was it Bazaar? For 35 rupees.
Yeah, Chad, I think Skull Mask is dead. I'm trying to watch 4 screens at once, and also some people read way faster than I actually do, so
Chat
wouldn't be
thinks
surprised I
it
missed
said
it.
Skull Mask dead.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll. Inko is the one who read it, and he was right there in market. So if he didn't pick up the Keaton mask, he did have the Keaton mask, but he didn't like. If it was something super important, I think he would have went to turn that in. So. And there's the L in the ranch.
All right, nothing on Richard.
Nope.
Pyra still adult here.
Oh, there's some good stuff in the bomb. Oh, come on! What is that hook shot?
That's probably Path to Morpha.
Oh, it's also well, I'm glad it's 200, not like 205. That would have been really weird. But...
You only need the one wallet, and there are 3 with shops on. It's not just.
Yeah, Chad Hook was exactly 200 rupees.
That's about as nice as it gets when you get a wallet locked item.
We did get some cheap hover boots as well in that shop, which we do need them, so not a bad deal.
Okay, Skull Mask is a huge rupee, which in these settings, not like trash. You're not doing the whole thing, but you're not going to be sad when you pick that up as long as you have a wallet to hold it all.
And
that's not it.
Nope, cooker shop empty, so.
Alright, Pyra setting time of day again with outside Ganon Castle, gonna go child. Is this just our bomb bag hanging out?
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep, pretty easy. No extra thought process required there for behind that hint.
Dang. Alright, so we saw a hook shot. We don't really need to think about that path to Morpha until we find a wallet. The fact that it is, of course, in the night-locked shop makes it a little more difficult. Oh, Oot is sons.
Well,
unlikely to be interesting, but
yeah, it does. That would make me feel better if I was one of the runners that did the night market stuff first, though.
yeah.
Because you're not gonna have that as a crutch to help you route it in just anytime. So
Right, exactly.
oh, thank you, Hintstone, so much.
What was it?
Hold on, my streams are buffering. I don't know where Krez's stream is at.
Oh no.
Oh man, hold on, let me fix it real quick.
Krez is just getting to a hint stone for me.
Yeah, it syncs back.
Oh.
Right, that's why I was saying anything.
Market to bongo. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, a stick upgrade. Is that vanilla? Is that the stick upgrade one?
I don't remember, honestly.
I think that's the stick upgrade one. We're gonna go with that anyway. Hey, thanks, Virgil.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. A strength and Kokiri sword chest. Shadow is path to Baronade. Okay, hammer.
Yep, that's...
Yeah,
Not bad.
imagine playing the vanilla game at all.
Yeah, I think, I think that probably settles Ruda's letter is I don't think we're gonna have an early Jabu today.
I don't think so. Yeah. We do actually know a lot already. With that hammer, so Kawari didn't do Kokiri's sword chest. There is a strength in there. Pyra is headed there.
Yep.
We saw Inko get it. Krez, it looks like, didn't go in and do that. So I'm interested to see how they route that back in. Isn't collapse fun, Jax? Don't you love the added 2 minutes of gameplay? Alright. Most of our runners just doing the same things. Corey's gonna show us what's in Child Sacred Forest Meadow, though.
And... Alright.
Prelude. Alright. That's really nice as far as the night market aspect of this.
Yeah. So... they can... So if the runners, the couple runners that did not go to night market, if they want to, do a couple more checks to Child and then to get your time of day to nighttime and then play Prelude to warp into market, that is now an option.
Yep.
And given that the thing they found in the daytime shops was Boomerang, I imagine they probably are interested in checking the nighttime stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, chat, Serenade's gonna be out at Desert Colossus because that location is foolish and that's the only song that can be out there. This does pose a slight issue for Krez and Kawari in deciding whether or not they go back for that Kokiri sword chest. There's no reason to, like, assume they need that strength, but that can be a pretty hard thing to miss at the start.
Yeah, and actually looking at our dungeon layout here, the fact that Forest and Spirit are both stones.
Yeah, water's the only one you might get tripped up by.
Yeah, but you might be able to completely go around any strengths in the seed if it rolls right.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, there's one check in water that you cannot circumvent a strength.
Now, with that being said, Quarry is gonna go back here and then and then he's gonna warp out with Prelude. So
Yep.
Or okay, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna do
Southfield to get nighttime, maybe.
Yeah.
None of our runners so far opting to go to Child Goron City. You can't do Darunia, but it's hinted. You can do the other ones. Or not. Inko and Quarry are the only two. Krez and Pyra didn't go to Lon Lon Ranch.
Yeah.
Makes
actually,
sense.
in this scenario with Darunia being hinted a bottle, and if you'd been to Ranch and had ZL first, I would actually just pop in there and do Hot Rodder in the pot and be done with.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's a shop there. Like, that's the important thing. There's a shop there.
Yeah.
The information of what's in the shop is pretty big.
Yeah, and you can check that shop as either both child and adult.
Exactly.
So if you're here, why not just see what it has and.
Yep. Looks like Koari is reaching that same decision.
Yep, I like this. Unfortunately.
Nothing. Oh yeah, pot was also hinted.
Oh sure, guys. Yeah, so you just pop in. So yeah, no, even better. Just pop in, get Hot Rodder, get the shopping.
Yep. Yes, that is Hinata. Dang. Can't wait for that Goron City Foolish hint, and we're both just like, okay, thanks, game.
Alright, looks like we're also gonna pop in the boulder maze here. Admittedly, I think I would have waited to pop in this boulder maze. I mean, you can peek the left side chest, but if I already had hammer, I think I'd just pop in here after DC. Doesn't look like
I would agree. Kokiri Forest also path to Volvagia.
So that would
strength.
Yeah. The boss key in fire is not early then.
Yeah.
Based on that.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I would say the unfortunate thing is that they don't actually need that strength. Logically, they do, but we know how to jump around that.
Yeah, it can give you info on the other strengths potentially, but
yeah,
we also don't even know if we really need them in this seed. So
yeah, until we get a very scary Frogs 2 hint. Because we already have lights.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that can really be in Ganon's.
I know, well, it would take a certain layout in Spirit, but I know if I saw Frogs 2 had magic, I always panic.
Yeah.
In a situation like this, so...
Right, I actually think Corey's gonna have good time of day for Dompe here.
Yeah, and I don't know that both Pyro and Inko look like they're following in Corey's footsteps here. They both have popped into Shalgoran City, and they might go down the. In fact, Inko is going down the trail.
Yep.
So both thinking along the same lines here.
All right, Corey's gonna do chickens. It is 7 chickens. Default settings. So this will be a time investment, but you know what? If it's something, it usually really pays out.
Yeah, and I guess this is where I can bring this up. That I know we didn't quite. We didn't do like the full math, I guess, beforehand, but the runners and the positions they're in, like as far as like actually making the tournament, may very well be dictating like how they're like playing. Like
Yeah.
Well, Pyre already has 8 races, and he is actually in 64th place. So
Yeah.
If Quarry and Krez, I'm not sure. They might both actually have an outside chance of making it if they both get like 1,000 plus. I'm not entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Now, Inko's like how many points did you say? I forgot we were.
I think 7 to tie.
Yeah. So that may influence some decisions of, all right, well, how safe do I play? Or do I just, oh, the hell with chickens. I need to win or.
Yeah.
So
I'm
just going to skip this.
One of the things about this is, you can put half of the chickens in here and do the other half later. They stay in the pen if you don't collect the check. Once you collect the check, they go everywhere again. But, like, I have to assume Koari is thinking about doing bottom of the well because it's full clearable and it's pretty quick with chest appearance matches contents on.
Yeah, I realizing now that might have what might be drawing our runners too. To CAC at this point. Oh, that's cool. What's in Wolf's Grotto? I really hope Target in the Woods doesn't have anything. Because they've kind of gone and passed that check for a while.
Yeah. So Redead Grotto has a sling. We have no reason to go back to Kokiri Forest. We got all of our checks there. Oh, I was worried about that timing.
Okay, hold on. Pyra?
Now,
when I said doing something crazy...
Pyra?
Child DC was not in the list anywhere.
Yeah, Child DC is... I don't know about that.
I mean...
Pyra... I'm not gonna say Pyra's memeing, but... One of the plays of all time, for sure.
I don't agree with it, and I also love it that we're seeing it at the same time that we're seeing this, so... Hello.
Oh, okay. Dins on Dompe Digging is a good find.
So that is required.
Yeah, that's true, Tobias. We have Prelude, so getting back to those early child checks, not terrible.
I mean, Tobias, you're right about save warping, but remember one of the people in comms here plays on VC and hates the phrase save warping. So,
because of the investment.
Yeah, I don't think like that. So,
I play on emulator, and the amount of times I hit that reset hotkey, I don't know if I could tell you. And there's Nocturne, dang. This is looking like a pretty early shadow, folks.
Yeah, I might have to amend that statement about the letter being buried. Because find some magic and well, we can go into shadow, right? That hookshot's kind of 200 rupees.
Yeah, but honestly, like, okay, you have Path Shadow. You know a hookshot is locking completing shadow. There's no reason your wallet can't be an early shadow and you have to go buy the hookshot to get to the rest of it where your letter is.
Yeah.
Because this game is bad like that.
That's true. I'm normally someone who's not thrilled about going in shadow without hookshot unless I have FW to put it in there. But if it's hinted,
yeah,
probably fine.
Yeah, Inko is skipping well. Corey's gonna get that Dins. Gonna pick up Nocturne. And Pyra is doing Child DC.
No, Chad, Pyro went into DC from the trail, right? He didn't get the slingshot first before coming in here, right?
Correct.
Okay,
So,
alright, he's leaving. I
yeah,
didn't know, because there are slingshot skips a child to actually, like, skip the requirement, but it's really tricky, and I didn't know if Pyro was familiar with that or not.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if he knows those jumps. Were both Colossus hands hinted?
Well, I know right hand had ice arrows. Was there also a left hand hint?
Okay, so left hand was also hinted.
Okay.
Settings, the ones that were changed for this, we have shops on and free scarecrow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and also, Chatty, I agree with you, by the way. I think the doing the slingshot skips is, I feel like that's a dungeon ER.
Yeah.
Specific kind of move more than in this particular circumstance.
Yeah. It's something where you're like, you know, I might need to know these. Okay, water boss key is a bomb bag.
Alright,
which just tells us that things for water are bomb locked.
So, I would love to believe I could use that info to figure out that all 3 wallets are bomb locked because of the hook shot, but it could also just mean that iron boots and the whole scene could be bomb locked, so that might be too vague.
Yeah. It's just something.
Yeah.
Some aspect of required item for that.
Alright, I think we are going to see a well play from, Kawari here, which, again, I like it this year. If you went all this way...
Yeah. Well, especially, you're looking for a wallet. This is a good place for a wallet.
Yeah, and you're only 30 minutes into a seed, and... Yeah, I mean, a wallet could definitely just pop up here.
Mm-hmm. Krez is back as an adult. In Goron City. Okay. Well, speaking of the wallet.
Alright, we are going to see, we're going to see Krez fill up that wallet here.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, shortly, to make sure he can go back and get that hook shot, I'd imagine.
This is Krez going, is there cheap money here? There's not cheap money here.
Nope, that's a ripoff.
Oh, we're killing a child for lunch money, aren't we?
Skull Kid, run.
Run, Skull Kid, run! No, this is Maze.
Okay. Well,
for now.
He might kill a Skull Kid for money in a little bit. I would not rule that out in this circumstance.
Oh no. Krez is opening every small chest until he can go buy that hook shot, and might be going to Lost Woods to farm some quick money.
Yeah.
Aw, it's a heart.
So we have a big chest setting here in the well. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Hello, Shadow Temple. How are you doing?
Yeah, that is Shadow almost completable. We still need a way to cross the gap. But we can buy choose now.
Yeah.
if we don't come across a
right.
bow here as well.
Right, silly me who plays every seed looking for a bow in Shadow never finds one, but I forgot about that part of it. I should know better. I think I did that trick like 3 times out of the 8 qual, so...
No.
Yeah, we have found a lot of stuff for that. We're pointing out that Corey just pulled a slingshot out of one of the ZL lock checks in the well here, and Inko is as well. Pyro has not been to ranch yet and still does not have ZL. So... hopefully, there's nothing ZL locked here that's important. Especially if it's like in Dead Hand's room, because he wouldn't be able to peek it.
Yeah, I mean, Pyro obviously doesn't know that Nocturne is just chilling in Composer Grave yet.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible to get back here, but it feels bad to see a big chest ZL locked.
Yeah, and it's not going to be easy for him to get back here either because of the fact that Nocturne is also in Composer Grave here. He won't be able to pick that up right now.
Yeah. We'll have to go get ZL, come back. Yeah.
Oh god, Corey is scaring me here with a 1/4 of a heart against his Dead Hand. Okay.
Easy.
Alright.
Yep. Krez just gonna keep opening small chests, none of which are $5.
Yeah, I bet Krez is getting sick of the bomb refills by about now.
Yeah.
I think he's found like 3 or 4 since he got that wallet.
Krez is just like, please, $200.
Yeah. So luckily for Pyro, there doesn't appear to be anything in the well required that ZL locked, although that big chest will be on the back of his mind probably for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Chat. I know.
I'm sorry. Please do not take any of these statements out of context. They are horrible.
I know. I'm like, anyone new to the community and unfamiliar, if you go and beat up Skull Kid in Lost Woods, you get an orange rupee.
Yes.
So when we're talking about murdering children for lunch money,
yeah,
we're not condoning actually going out and hurting children.
Yeah. Yes, please. Also, Rob Dog putting on in chat too. Pyro also did not actually have the time of day for Dombe, so he also missed the dins, which is kind of unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate.
So that might get him. So the big chest might lure him back there sooner to pick that up. Perhaps I don't know. I don't know how his route's gonna play out from here, but.
Alright, Krez is going to be able to show us the rest of DC, which Pyra could not. Yeah, Pyra's kind of focusing on that last shop.
That's... Well, I hope Pyro doesn't open that chest later, because that would have helped him beat DC as child, but there was shoes in the bomb bag chest.
Oh, no.
Because of course there was.
Of course there was.
And Krez is annoyed with it for a completely different reason.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Krez is annoyed. Oh, no, Krez doesn't have... Nocturne or Dins. Shoot.
Yeah, he went back adult right away after.
Yeah.
Which
or
I
magic.
mean, which with the bomb bag and knowing DC's a force medallion, I completely understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Krez is just kind of.
I mean, I don't think he'll put off Well and Dompe for that long, but because he does have to go back child to buy the hook shot.
Yeah, that's true. Has to do that. All right. As usual, Bombchu shop is kind of the only one that's really given us anything today.
Yeah, we just saw there. The Zora shop also not terribly helpful. Thank you, game, for the hint about where Ruto's letter probably is right in front of King Zora. Again, appreciate it.
Reminder, go pick this up. Alright, so Inko hasn't picked up that wallet yet, but will. And can really, I mean, Inko is likely to find that wallet, go finish DC, have picked up those shoes, and can go get the hook shot and beat Shadow.
Yeah. He could also attempt fire at some point, but with that strength being hinted path, we know the boss key's further up. I'm a little nervous to go in there without a bow, admittedly.
That's fair.
Which medallion fire is? I don't remember. It's spear medallion. Okay, so
Yeah.
It doesn't unlock anything immediately anyway.
Yeah.
So we could just wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Krez just hoping and hoping for money.
Yeah, instead is getting things like bomb refills, a slingshot.
Yeah. I mean, I think in this case, you're just going... You're going child, maybe doing a couple of those checks that he didn't do in the last child segment. Oh, Song of Time. Interesting. And you're just jumping up those chains. You're getting back to market, hopping some chains.
Yeah, we didn't have a well, we had a hinted bottle in Junior, but we don't actually possess a bottle to like sell fish right now either, I don't think, which would be a potential way to get money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just gonna...
Oh, really, Jax? 25%?
Is it? Oh, is it only that? I think confirmation bias on my end, the number of times I've gotten screwed by it, I thought it was higher.
Right.
But, yeah. I mean, that does make sense, but...
I mean, regardless, I think you're waiting at minimum for the hook shot here. It gets you some time to farm some money, farm some more hearts.
Yep, and now we saw Inko pick up his wallet, so now we'll see what he decides to do to get some money since he knows the hook shot is available.
GTG.
I didn't see that foolish shit. Wow.
Was it GTG?
GTG foolish, yeah.
Interesting. That is very interesting considering the horse was like free.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of that was available early.
Yeah, and since we know Song of Time was just behind DC,
the
right side of DTG was in logic very quickly. So.
Yeah, our bomb bag was free. Song of Time right behind it.
And I guess since we know the hook shot's in logic right now, I guess more GTG was in logic pretty quickly.
Yeah. A lot.
That's
Alright. Inko's good to do fire at this point, I think. Just wants the rest of the tools, probably. I'm not... No one say it yet. No. Epona was on Bolero, which we started with.
yeah. That's why that hint is kind of incredible, actually.
Yeah, because a lot of GTG is, like, available. We have Colossus, GTG, and... I don't think we have another overworld yet.
I mean, the way this is going, it's gonna be either Valley or Fortress. Let's just make half the desert worthless.
Right? Nah, Haunted Wasteland. Haunted Wasteland.
Right, the place right between the two that only has
Yeah,
one track.
exactly.
That's really
right
helpful.
between them. You still have to think about Fortress for, like, your bow.
God, if the only available bow is in rooftop chest, that GTG hint makes that one of the worst bow locations you can actually have.
That'd be pretty bad.
Because I don't think there's gonna be a hint. What's gonna pull you over there to do that? Well, besides running out of things to do, I guess I would.
Yeah. I am always suspicious of things that are available early when I don't get early items.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, like, okay, that hook shot, for example. It's hinted path to Morpha. That doesn't actually give us any information over whether or not the other hook is hook locked.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it. So I'm always suspicious of things like that.
Yeah. Yep, and now, Chad pointing out, Inko now in DC, not finding money, so
Yeah.
he's gonna have this. He's gonna complete this, get his forest medallion. Corey's about to finish, and I think Corey's gonna head up to Goron City from here, and then he'll get his wallet.
Yep, think so.
And Krez is actually headed towards Kaki's got almost perfect time of day for night. In fact, he is going to just wait. He's not going to do chickens. He's just going to go ahead and do the nighttime stuff. We know in this seed that is the correct play, as he will pick up Dan's fire.
Yeah. And then we'll just see if he decides to go bottom of the well or not. Because that's where magic is.
Mm-hmm.
Pyra does appear to be doing Valley Lake. Yes. Yeah, so what do we need? We need a bow. We need to find the other hook shot. Iron boots. And letters should be in shadow.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Force, Deku, Spirit are
Yeah.
stone, so presumably no Strength 2, no Mirror Shield, no Kokiri Sword.
No one's saying anything yet. Valley Foolish on this hint is definitely a classic.
Yeah.
No, Virgil. We're still missing, like, half of the... Pyra's like, maybe I grab that? Oh, Domain. Okay.
Unfortunately, Pyra's the one who went to Domain.
Yeah,
so...
Pyra's the one who went there.
Oh, gosh.
We don't have scrubs on Rob, so... Nayrus can be foolish.
Oh, well. Yeah, and getting that hint, especially after you go domain, so unfortunate, because with shops, you want to check the shops, generally. So the fact that one of them is just completely dead. Oh, also, sorry.
Sun's Grave is dead.
Yeah, sorry, folks.
Frogs 2, the only remaining hope for all dungeons. And yes, top file, as Baseball said, Link the Goron had our wallet. Yeah, Oot just took a pretty big hit, but you know what? It's only mostly dead.
Hey, Chad, anyone catch what Pyra saw in the water? Because I'm 99% sure my brain imagined something that was there that was definitely not there. So,
Oh dear.
if anyone saw what it was,
I wasn't watching, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to say it because people would definitely think I was memeing one. Especially given what item it was when, in fact, we're talking about me.
Uh-oh.
But, Corey's gonna give us a look at... I don't think we've seen, Tectite Grotto yet.
Nope, I don't think we've seen any of Field.
Let's get a good look at... Okay.
Money.
Oh, there's another wallet on child
Another
fishing.
wallet. Okay. I mean, that's really nice for Pyra because he's child. Can just go over to the owl. That's gonna be type time of day.
Yep.
But can farm money now as child, not have that extra age change.
Yep. So that's pretty good. And in fact, he is, probably have to do that right now, I'd imagine.
Oh, that's right, we have Prelude. Who needs an owl?
Yeah, Pyra, I think, briefly forgot the free Scarecrow setting, because he started to walk toward the Scarecrow, and then as he almost got there, he's like, oh, wait a second.
I do that every time I play. With free Scarecrow.
I have before, so I get it.
Whip out your ocarina, and it's like, what? You've been here. Get out.
Yeah. Or you forget, and then later you remember because you pull out the ocarina in some place like crater or something, and Pierre just pops in. And you're like,
Pierre just pops up.
The hell are you doing here again? You know.
So the jump scare Pierres are the best. The one in water, and the one in crater.
I don't have. Okay. So Baseball, if that's what it is, I thought that was the tip of a hook shot for a second. So if that was actually Kokiri Sword, that falls in line than what I thought I saw.
Oh, no one actually has a shield. I forgot about that.
I thought I saw Quarry buy the Hylian shield. Like the actual 80 rupee one from one of the shops.
Okay.
I don't remember which shop it was, but that had the regular one, but yeah, so Inko's dipping into Shadow. I am shocked he's doing this when he has the wallet and knows where Hookshot is.
Yeah, I think Jax has the answer there. You're checking if you can have letter when you go child for that hook shot. Because once you do that, you're not going child again.
Sure. And letter doesn't... Letter's just hinted in Shadow. Could be on any of the checks, so I guess doing the beginning is not a terrible idea.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. Inko is very unlikely to do more than the first two, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe he's feeling spicy today. Pyra getting time of day for Dompe here. Gonna be able to round up a bunch of those things that he missed his first pass through.
Yep, and Krez after getting Dins did in fact decide to go into the well, so he will get the magic and be in a pretty good spot.
Right, Kawari also checking Medigoron, which is where that Gerudo training ground hint was.
Yep.
Okay, Inko is continuing. How do you
Yeah.
feel about this, Bobby?
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't agree. I definitely don't agree with it. I can say that much. I foul that under questions. I would love to ask Inko in the post-race interview.
Yeah, like I think it's a very interesting decision to make less than an hour in. But as we talked about, he is not far out of top 64 range. If this play were to pay out, that's exactly the kind of like age change saving money farming option that like it might just be enough.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to pay out. Otherwise, this
Yeah.
is just okay. You're going through Shadow again.
Yeah, I guess I'm also surprised because of the position he's in and how many points he actually needs.
Mm-hmm.
Like this definitely feels like a bit of a ballsy play, but I feel like this is almost trying to throw a Hail Mary when you need like a 10-yard completion. Sorry about the football comparison, but
You said you weren't going to talk about football.
no, I said I wasn't going to talk about the game between our teams this weekend.
It's fine. It's gonna be a really, really boring game.
Okay, he left after okay, Inko's leaving after that the fourth check. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So he did not go any further. That's fine. Yeah, I'm getting roasted here. But
it's fine. It's fine.
all right. So
everyone just focus on Bobby.
Don't say a particular football player's name, and I will be fine. But anyway, Quarry is giving our first look at Fire Temple here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So everyone has a wallet. Krez and Inko have the money for their hook shots. Pyra 10 rupees off. Kawari quite a ways off, but we'll see. It doesn't take that long to get the 200 you need. It's just kind of annoying. Usually when shops are on, wallets fill up.
Neil, the hook shot is in the bomb shoe shop. Which Inko just went to Ganon's Castle to set time of day for that to go buy it, and Krez just got up to 200 rupees in the well, and I believe he was just here to get Dan's fire, so he already has nighttime, so he's got this perfectly set up to go do so. So I think we're gonna see a couple of we're definitely gonna see a couple of hookshot purchases here pretty close together. And
oh, okay. Hylian shield.
there's a shield in the well. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we might not have seen it because it's in a small chest, of course. And Pyra opened it, probably hoping for money.
Right.
How do we feel about the fire play? No bow, no hook shot, even though we kind of know where one of those is.
I mean, I'm not ever opposed to checking
Mm-hmm.
early fire in a situation like this. I'd say I was a little nervous, but Corey does already have 3 keys, so
Yeah.
it's a good start to not being bow locked at the very least, which...
Yeah. Ugh. These keys never give you hearts when you really want them. They always give you hearts when you're already full health.
I mean, honestly, if I was Corey with the hovers, I'd just go into the room next to Volvagia and just pick up a fairy real quick to refill, because...
Yeah, that's true.
No luck involved in drops, and as you can see here...
Yeah.
It is not working out in his favor.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Alright, there is the hook shot for Pyra, and there is that shield that we were talking about. Pyra already has one, doesn't have money for it anyway.
Yep, and So yeah, chat. We just saw 3 hookshot purchases within what, about 30 seconds of each other, maybe even less. That was incredible. Now
All right, triple forest. Fire.
I wouldn't be here right now if it was
yeah, it's triple forest because it's global warming, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
right,
okay. Big chest.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Fire is also required and likely completable. Otherwise, I don't have an answer. You're gonna do both of them here.
Well, I guess. Well, I'm not sure about an Inko's case. In Quarry's case, did he open the bomb bag chest and actually get the chews?
You know, I don't think so.
Because that could be part of the issue with Shadow, is that he doesn't want to get to the end and then, oh, there's no bow in there.
Yeah. I am almost positive that Inko has choose jacks because he would have been looking for money and opening small chests in DC while doing it. The chews that the runners have were in the vanilla bomb bag chest in Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, as far as the chews in the shop, yeah, there was one of the shops in CAC had them on the right side, if that's what we were talking about.
Yeah,
like the ones you can actually buy that was not the 270 pack. Yeah. So I guess you could go pick up, if you could get some more money, you could go pick up those before doing Shadow.
Yeah, and luckily for Inko, he's gonna get a shield here. Krez also does not seem to have a shield yet, so...
I also gotta say, not that I can't do it. Not that I obviously can't do it with you can't do fire with 5 hearts, but I definitely would feel more comfortable if I was in Inko or Krez's position with 6 or 7 hearts without the Goron Tunic.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a race like this where, yeah, you want to do well, but part of doing well is not dying or losing a bunch of time to a mistake. So
Fire and even Shadow are honestly such punishing dungeons, like, physically for Link. Like, the amount of damage he takes in those 2 dungeons. And it takes so much time to get back to where you were if you do die. Alright. We have actually made it past the 1 hour mark.
Yep, happy 1 hour, everybody.
1 hour. Get a little shout out here for our runners, Krez, Inko, Pyra, and Kowari. Their links are in chat. Give them a follow. This is the 20th qual, so we will be going into a group phase and then brackets after that. After the new year, we're going to take a little holiday break. There we go. Thanks, bot. Our trackers today: Tomo, Baseball, Lava Plume, and Natasha. Thank you all for pushing all of the buttons so we know what the runners have done, what items they have. Always appreciated. Baseball, also our restreamer today, pulled themselves away from the video games they really wanted to be playing so that we could all watch other people play this 25-year-old video game. And Sea Falcon, Bobby, thank you so much for joining me on comms today. I believe you're solidly in top 64 range. So GG's.
Was in 6th place at the start of this qual, so
Solid.
yeah, solid. So,
I wasn't gonna mention the number.
I will. I'll brag on myself. Anyway, so getting back to the race here, Fire is in fact not bow lock, so we admitted to highest score on are we Pierre? Actually, I don't know what was in the map chest. Corey walked by it, but I didn't. I guess it's a key because he's going back.
Maybe.
Or maybe he didn't get a look at it. I'm not entirely. Probably. He's probably going to. Because yeah, Corey's the one without the hookshot right now, if I remember.
Yes,
correctly.
that's correct. But we are gonna sneak a peek at what that is from Inko here.
Yep. So, at least the boss key is not, or at least sorry, Pierre doesn't have a small key that you need to continue, but Pierre could have the boss key, which would be a bit unfortunate for Corey.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Pyra back in DC has to drop these steps again.
Yep. Since Pyra was in DC the first time as child and could not get to the shortcut, having to walk all the way back around to finish the dungeon, and is probably, well, actually, I don't know if he's even gonna open the chest. He'd be thrilled at seeing the sure, he'd be thrilled seeing the bomb shoes though if he picked them up.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you're just like, thanks. If only I had had that slingshot. Do we have a 30 hint? You know, baseball? I don't think so.
No, I don't think we've run across that one.
Alright. Pyra already has the hook shot, so is skipping small chests at this point. Has 6 hearts. Has the only item that we need. Locked behind a wallet. Small key.
Alright, Corey must have looked at the company chest. I didn't see it, but it obviously wasn't. I'm guessing it wasn't the boss key, so.
Yeah.
We're going up to Hammer Chest, and if it's not here, then. Well, if it's not here, then Inko's probably going to show us in a second exactly where it is.
Yeah, Krez is actually here first.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
Inko was ahead in fire, but I was mistaken, so.
Alright.
Alright, Krez, what we got?
It is? Boss key.
Boss key. Alright. Very unfortunate for Kowari. And that's the kind of, like, routing decision. You know, like you said, you don't like coming here without a bow, just in case. You know, it's not great as far as a time loss, of course. You don't want to lose any time, especially in a race. But there could be something on Hammer Chest, and runners are reluctant to go up here. And having the shortcut open, that's the big thing. Kowari was able to open up the shortcut, did so.
Alright. Well, let's see if there's any. No. Dang.
Alright. Well, Corey's definitely gonna just farm some money.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Krez is continuing in fire. Inko is opening the shortcut.
Yeah, Inko got the boss key. He opened the shortcut just to be safe in case there was anything in deeper fire. But he is gonna kill Volv and bail out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is Volvagia a key? Is Volvagia an item? Give me that info. And then maybe decide later to come back. But I think Inko's headed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 2 keys.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, look out, Skull Kid!
Oh, and
Here
there
we go.
we go. Sorry. Attacking a child for lunch money. There we go.
I mean, you'll call it lunch money, but man, if a kid had $100 of lunch money on him, I would be wondering what kind of lunch they're. Yeah,
it was like the start of the school year,
or whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know what you would be.
Just setting up your account for the year.
Yeah.
Oh, we have not seen Minuet yet. Alright, Pyra's gonna go into Shadow first. Should just complete it, I believe. Oh, Pyra skipped the choose.
Yeah, I don't remember, and Pyra didn't, I don't think went and bought them from the shopping cack before actually entering here.
No, does not have choose. Might not be thinking about that yet, though. And Inko continually being reminded exactly who Volvagia is. Yeah, everyone checked the price of one of the chew packs. Oh no. Easy. Never worried. The fire snake is no more for Inko. Krez is going all the way up in fire. And there's Requiem.
Alright.
Ooh, okay.
Alright. We have a usable bottle on Movash, yeah?
Yeah. Taking a sip of that so that when he gets to the crater, he doesn't die immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, he only had 1 heart left. He would have beat Volv and then
yeah.
Pretty much been on fire and dead immediately afterwards. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
And it is nice. Inko also gonna be going back into Shadow in his case. Meanwhile, Krez gonna get a little fairy refill here on his health. And go fight the fire snake. So this was not hovers locked then. Right? Highest Goron was the spare key.
Yeah. So yeah, in a little bit here, probably from Inko, we're going to hopefully finally see a resolution to this Shadow Baronade hint. Is it just letter? Do we have something else that sends us on a journey?
Yeah. In Pyra's case, he's really hoping that it's that it's not on Bongo. Or that he finds the other hookshot or a bow along the way. Quarry farming more rupees. Did he not do 2 bowling, or?
Well, Kawari needs to buy the hook shot, and it's nighttime.
Oh, I thought Kawari bought the hook shot. He
Oh,
killed.
did he?
Yeah, he fought Skull Kid, remember?
Oh, no, okay, no, he just bought the... He's doing...
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
he is doing it for Chuzen, I think. Yeah, alright. No, I get why... I get this, because... So he is thinking about that before going into Shadow.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you have to at this point. You're like, the sooner I can get through Shadow, the sooner I can get into Jabu. This is just... so slow. Like, is this faster than, say, save quitting, walking across field to make sure that you have daytime, and chain jumping?
I don't... honestly don't... It might possibly be. Yeah, this is... Well, he got there, so...
Yeah. I guess if you don't need a full fill. What was it? 80? Oh, 99. Of
Yep,
course,
10
because
10
it's a
10 for
regular
99.
it's a regular pack. Okay. Bow? Bow! All right.
Shadow.
Easy. That's gonna feel bad for that money farming again. But you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we're just missing long shot and irons.
Well, and letter.
Well, yeah, but like...
Because that bow could be the Path to Barony, which would be hilarious.
Oh, no.
Then, well...
No.
Well, it would... Well,
Adult
actually,
shooting.
that might not be funny for me personally, because of where that might lead the runners. Since we know GTG's foolish.
It's fine. It's just on bongo. It's fine.
Sure, that could be.
Long shot on bongo. You know, I get that lava plume, but forest actually, like, isn't in logic. Oh wait, yes it is. We can do shadow now. Oh no. If that bow is what's required to, like, drop the bridge and go beat Shadow for Sarias.
Yeah, that and, well, not only is Saria's available, but...
Requiem was behind Sarias.
Yeah, but there's still... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I guess Sarias would be our access. There, at this point,
Yeah.
This is a decently early Shadow, to be fair, so yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, where... Minuet's in ice, right? That's it? Because we know where the other 3 songs are.
Yeah, because, is it Serenading Colossus? Because that's foolish. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Letter's probably on bongo, then.
So yeah, Winko, like, he just killed all the, in the previous room, there was a big chest, so we'll get to see in a second if that's potentially a solution to our hint, or if it's just some other thing.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Another bow? Oh, bomb bag.
Cool.
Well, that's all bomb bags known then. That is
Alright.
definitely a bomb-locked bomb bag.
Yeah, and we know because the path in the one in water somehow is
Yep.
bomb locked.
Yep.
I'm assuming
And
at this
it's
point
not
it seems like almost every item for water might be bomb locked at this point.
Yeah. But it's not for the wallet. Because we did find that wallet on child fishing. The bow is strength locked, that's true.
Yeah, that could mean the strength path implies the other two strengths are bow locked. Perhaps, since we didn't run into a strength at the top of fire or anything like that, so...
Yeah. Oh no, Inko!
Oh no, Inko! Oh no.
No matter how good you are, doing this without irons can be a real challenge. And Inko's probably gonna need to use the rest of that milk here. I think the real issue getting through this is just the patience factor. You're like, I need to wait, I need to watch the fans. Alright. Krez and Koari just kind of high-fiving.
Yeah, and actually, interestingly enough, when Inko fell off, Pyra actually passed him in shadow.
Yeah. Yep. Pyra passed him in shadow, but hasn't done fire. So
right.
When we start saying things like "who's ahead," which still is pretty much no one.
So that's really nice of it's really nice Shadow Temple to give you all 5 small keys before the end when you're not actually in go mode and is full clearing anyway. I also don't think we've actually seen the boss key either, so there's that, but
yes we did. It was the invisible blade room.
Oh, so cool. We have a go modable shadow when you're not in go mode. That's a classic. Great.
Thanks, Path Shadow. I appreciate you. I don't. Now we get to start really hypothesizing. Is it the bow, or will we find a letter in here?
Let's see what's in this, Oh, got some health here, which is a nice...
Yeah. It's a good place for a heart chest, honestly.
Uh-oh, nothing on the other side. So we got Floor Master and Bongo left.
Floor Master and Bongo. Which Bongo would be my bet. But... Sorry, Tawfile, what are you referring to?
Tala's talking about water logic, but, the boss key chest in water logic requires long shot, though.
Yeah. Hovers is a trick that's not in logic.
Which we don't have any idea where long shot is, so...
But I guess Tawfile's referring to the central bow target, which can be hovers instead of long shot.
Yes, that one can.
Alright, Pyra's gonna show us Bongo first. Yeah, shooting gallery, half of forest, horseback archery, some stuff in spirit, Bongo.
Yeah, well, well, we're assuming this bongo is locked by a bow and Longshot's not actually available right now.
Yeah.
We can't entirely confirm that until we see where it is, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how Fortress is kind of a very unfortunate place to be looking.
that is true. Although a hinted path bow would definitely draw me over there probably a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, clarify, it would draw me over there quicker. It might draw these runners to forest quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending. I don't know exactly what they're thinking. Well, Pyro just killed Bongo, so let me hold that thought for a second and see if we actually have anything else here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's the
Nope.
bow.
No,
disgusting.
We have a path bow.
Well, you're gonna get dropped in graveyard here and immediately go do adult shooting.
Yep.
Oh, path bow is always so garbage.
And we're gonna go pick up. And we're also gonna go pick up "Sorry Song" from
Yep.
Burning Cat, which is also somewhat disgusting because with Durani being hinted that Skull Kid and logically Forest Temple right now.
Yep.
I guess also Requiem was on Minuet, right? So I guess logically also Child Spirit.
I would yeah. I mean, Spirit is unfortunate here because like it is behind Saria's, but we also know Minuet is behind Saria's in ice, which I think gives Forest a little more like
So
maybe it's just right here, surely. Just because
this is gonna be strength too.
Oh,
is there something? Whether or not it's bait, I don't know, but it might be if this is a strength.
Oh, I mean, if this is a strength, I think the people who don't know Gerudo Training Grounds are foolish.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay.
Really?
All right.
Cool. We can't really do a lot with that right now.
No, but we need it.
Yeah. God,
I suppose we shouldn't be too surprised to see Longshot like immediately behind a bow like that, because to cross that gap, you need either Longshot or a bow.
Well, except the bow was before the. Well, okay, the Wait, is that bow? No, I don't think the bow. Yeah, the bow's not a hookshot lock though. Funny enough. So
no, but I didn't need to be. I mean, that's what I said. I'm always suspicious of things. When it's path to Morpha, it doesn't have to be hook locked.
Right. I'm just.
Well, Forest is a stone, so.
Okay, so, I'm trying to think about the fact that, like, all right, so since that I mean, the Rudo's letter could just be still behind the bow randomly somewhere, but
yeah,
with Longshot behind bow, that could also put Rudo's letter on like Shoot the Sun. It could just be in water, which of course we can't do waters right now. So
I think Shoot the Sun was hinted, but maybe it was Sun Song Grave.
I thought it was the grave because we were certain
you're right.
AD
You're
was
right.
dead.
You're right.
I don't know. Right now we just pocket the long shot and go check some stuff and try to find iron boots so we can maybe follow up on that.
Yeah. So, what are some things that are scary? 30? Do we have a 30 hint?
We do not have a 30 hint, right? I don't think we've seen that.
Did we get a Frogs 2 hint?
Frog Suit also being mentioned is not having a hint. I don't remember seeing that either.
Uh.
All right.
Uh.
I like a. So it
Oh,
looks
big
like
pose. Big
yeah, it
pose.
looks like so it looks like Inko. Yeah, I don't know if Inko's seen the GTD full ship, which would be unfortunate. But at least in the moment, he's kind of just following the bow and doing other checks since Longshot doesn't do anything right now.
I mean, big pose is a good shout. Let's be real. It
Oh,
is
yeah.
behind bow. It is going to market, which is Pathomorpha.
Okay, he did see it. So yeah, he's definitely just following the bow in this particular case, which is completely understandable.
Yeah. But even so, it's not a bad idea to go, all right, Valley Hammer rocks, Fortress is pretty quick when it's just the 3 checks, Haunted Wasteland.
And no, Tomo, we do not have a hint for Skull Kid, so that particular Saria check is just gonna kind of be sitting there, unknown.
It could be.
Yeah, that could definitely be leading us there, since Saria's song is one of the things that is unlocked by all this, so... Oh!
And there they are.
Okay.
Alright. I'm not gonna say full clear your paths, but it's a good shout by Inko to follow that bow to a path location.
Yep, and now he's gonna head straight over to water.
Yeah.
And Quarry and Krez are at the end of Shadow, so they're about to both get the news that it was that it's just bow, and we'll see if they make the same decision afterwards or if they're thinking something else.
Yeah.
And Pyro's gonna be working his way through fire and gonna complete that.
Ooh, Rudo's letter on Lax.
Yeah, it could be.
Longshot was on adult shooting, and Irons were on big pose, Tomo.
So I believe with this play from Inko, we're getting our get our first look at we're definitely obviously gonna get our first look at water. I believe we're also gonna get our first look at probably at Adult Lake as well. So,
yep. Yeah, so we can do water, which it unlocked Irons. All of the checks in here are viable. Like you said, shoot the sun once we beat water. Knowing we don't have to go do boss key chest. Amazing.
And Inko doesn't have Inko doesn't have the other wall, but if he did, he would also know that Central Pillar is definitely also in. Like all of this water is just available.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Inko hasn't been to River, doesn't have those light arrows. There's a hint for that, though.
Yeah, he might end up having to go get the hint and then go get those, but that's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
If he runs into letter soon.
Small key in the cracked wall there.
At this point, yeah, he's just letter from glow mode, and there's a kind of sort of hint to where it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think Inko's definitely clearing out water. I agree that it's probably Fortress after, because that is quick. And then I think you hike to Forest if none of that pays out. But I do think Fortress, the bow lock checks are just quick enough.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna point out, Rob was saying in chat, yeah, there are other items in combo, although I was gonna point out, I think not entirely sure, but we think we saw Kokiri's sword in the Ruda's Letter spot, actually, in Child Lake.
Oh, that's what you thought you saw.
No, I thought I saw a long shot, or a hook shot, but some people in chat said it looked like Kokiri's sword, so...
Oh, I see.
So I'm taking, well, I have to take the word, because we know long shot was definitely not what was there, so...
Yeah, we know neither of those things were there.
So I'm just hoping that actually, like, that's what that was. Obviously, in order to even think about Deku being a possibility, we'd have to find a scale behind the bow. Somewhere, which we haven't located either scale, so we have no idea.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of weird and possibilities of things that can happen, but for now, Inko's just going to continue on through water here, and we'll see if we find anything.
Prez also going to be solving this piece of the puzzle by the look of it.
Yep, he is headed to do big pros right now. I had briefly forgotten that Kawari did not have the hookshot the first time through fire, so he actually went back after beating Shadow and is completing that now.
Yep. Pyra not going to be too far behind. We'll see if he decides to finish up fire. Yep. Inko's not going to leave Central Pillar to chance. No boss key yet. Makes sense.
No, we're just going to do, No, I imagine we're going to just see a full clear of this water. There's Kred's getting his iron, so we're going to see him probably take a punish straight to Water Temple from here.
Yeah. It is literally all locked by bow.
Yeah, and while Inko does know where Serenade is to get back here easier, the problem is at the moment he doesn't know Requiem's technically available right now, and he doesn't have it. So as far as he's concerned, he probably believes, oh, I don't ever have to go out to the Colossus ever, so...
Yeah.
I'm not... Oh, Inko, hold on. There's a... That might be your letter.
Letter?
Oh, God.
Why is it always a slingshot? Why? Why is it always another slingshot?
Inko probably thinking, oh man, I'm in glow mode. Never mind.
Oh, man. Yikes.
Oh, dang it.
Oh. We did resolve the puzzle of why that bomb bag in water is bomb bag locked. Because Bo was after the bomb lock in Shadow.
Yep.
That simple.
Yeah, surprisingly, this game sometimes does give you simple solutions to its hint. Not always like a 100-step puzzle to get to the end.
You're just like, oh, okay. It is actually very easily identifiable as bomb locked.
I mean, looks like I don't think we've seen the boss key in water yet, so it looks like people are probably gonna be full clearing it anyway.
Yep. Oh, you thought you'd just get your item and the boss key early? Ah. Yeah, honestly, Volvagia is hard. Like, your timing, your bomb placement off just a little, and all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna see Force Temple from Kawari here.
Yeah.
So part of the route of him beating Fire is that he was closer to this than Big Pose. So
Yeah.
he's deciding to do this first, which is...
Yep. Unfortunate, because this is the kind of thing where you're thinking, you know what? People don't like doing Stone Forest. Which is fair. And Corey might be thinking, I don't feel great about where I'm at in the seed right now. He's actually, like, keeping up. It's not like he's far behind by any means or anything. But like you said, just that placement of being closer to Forest than Market to do Big Pose. And you're going, this is a lot more bow-locked checks than that one in Market.
Yes, if they Bolero was a starting song, so yes, he does have Bolero.
Yep.
Oh, nice Boss King River Chest and Water. Appreciate it.
Amazing. Big chest? Oh, small key. Okay. I mean, maybe letters just on Morpha. Maybe letters in Forest. I mean, that could be Nocturne. I mean, perhaps top file. But as we have seen, this game does not like to mesh with the math.
Right.
The math doesn't math very often.
Alright. Also speaking of math, because I was checking this real quick.
Oh no.
So Corey, if he like beats his top score, his maximum score. Oh God, hold on a second. Don't do this. It did it. All right.
Oh. Big chest.
Oh, my head.
Ouch.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, hey.
Nice Zora tunic on
Nice Zora
Morpha,
tunic
thank
on
you.
Morpha. That's hilarious. All right, so that is Rudo's letter. I think the irons could be tough for Kawari to end up getting back to. But I suppose it's very likely he's just gonna go adult. If he finds a strength in Jabu, that could be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So now we'll just see what Inko does. I would expect Fortress before going to Forest, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna make the point that Corey like making a play to find that letter.
Mm-hmm.
Since if he actually he actually could have like points wise jump up high enough to make it in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
If he like replaced his top score right now, or replaced his low score with the top score. But that also kind of hinged on him after if he found letter in there, if he went to go get the irons right afterwards. And unfortunately, I believe he's following the letter straight to Jabu and maybe even possibly Ice afterwards. So
sure.
So, Tobias, it's funny you say that. It's really unfortunate that the hookshot was in the shop in Market, because Market is actually hinted path to Morpha. So, technically there is an indication irons are there, but also not. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, you're sitting there thinking, okay, as we've discussed, that hookshot in Shadow, or behind Shadow. Wait. Yeah, that's hook locked. Why were we saying that wasn't hook locked?
With the one in adult shooting.
Oh, because of
The
the
bow-
bow.
the bow was
That's
before the
right.
hook
The
lock.
bow
You
was
could-
before that.
You could
Yep.
leave and go get the other hook shot.
Yeah, you could leave and go get it. Thank you for the reminder.
So Pyra also not doing, I don't think, did big pose. Instead is here in 4, so might end up in the exact same scenario Kawari's in a moment.
What? Oh. I was like, no, Krez did that. But Pyra, yep. This looks like field. I'm not...
This is...
Oh, Fortress.
This has got to be HBA, right? Yeah.
Yep. But, okay. This makes sense, though. We don't have scales, so checking Tektite because it's behind bow makes sense. So I think Inko is gonna get to forest pretty quick. Oh, that's a good shout, Zeph.
Yeah, he went... Yeah, Lax was also another possibility in his mind, so he went for that first.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that. We even said it at one point.
Yep, and now we're off to Fortress.
Yep. But as we know, GTG is hinted foolish. Inko does have that hint. I don't think Krez or Pyra do, though.
No, I'm really... I want to throw this out here real quick, too, and this is not to jinx Inko, but I really hope there's not, like, a strength on HBA. Because that could lure people away to Spirit in that instant.
I don't see Inko.
Or wait, no, he doesn't. Or wait, no, he doesn't have Requiem and it's in front of Force. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
unless he
that's
crosses,
what I was
which
gonna say.
Wouldn't. I don't think he'll cross to do that.
No, I don't think Inko's gonna cross to check for Requiem. Isn't gonna do GTG. Yeah, Pyra picked up that letter. But what I was gonna say, even if Inko picked up Requiem on Minuet, I think you still go through Courtyard.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're there, because you don't have Minuet.
Right. Yep, and yeah, and being pointed out in chat, yeah, Pyra is pretty much following the same route as Kawari here, so he's probably gonna be wondering for a while where the Iron Boots are.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to say that maybe Gold Scale could save them, but man, we don't even have a Silver Scale.
Yeah.
So you'd have to find both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say a Strength in Jabu is scariest for those two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Letters just on the, what is that called? Raised Island? In Forest Courtyard?
Yep.
Forest. Yeah, Forest.
Alright, let's see what's on HBA. No, just double heart piece, alright.
Yep. Prelude. That's not the song I was expecting.
Are we? So he's safe coming his age. I think he's going for
Skull Kid. Yep.
Because Saria Song is a possibility.
Yep. Is he immediately gonna lose that by by saving his child to get there faster?
Oh. Right, no, damn it, I have forgotten no Minuet about 3 times, I think, now.
We don't have Minuet.
Tonight,
That's fine. That's the kind of thing you're immediately like, oh, yeah, right. So I want to talk about why I love path hints. Because bow to Baronade. That is a fun puzzle to piece together.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sponge, I agree. That's probably one of the few times where copy strats are actually, like, the play. Oh, that's too many notes, Inko. We'll see. Target in the woods here from Inko, because reminder, he is still looking for those light arrows. The rest of our runners have found them. They're in the open grotto in River.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play Prelude. Non-bomb chew shop hook shot. Adult shooting.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna have double Jabu here in a second.
Yep.
From Pirate and Quarry. Krez, meanwhile, is probably gonna give us another second look at HBA.
Yep. And I would expect Inko to Bolero here. Because that's our fastest way to forest, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think Inko's literally covered everything else that
currently is available to him. Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, even though he'll pick up Requiem here, that's not particularly compelling because he doesn't have Strength 2. Doesn't want to age change again after just having that little child stint. So at minimum, I think he would be planning to go through Courtyard, if not the entirety of Forest. Also, long shot appreciation for a minute here. Hookshot is so short. Like, getting up to that level is so terrible when you have hookshot, because you're like, oh, I'm like 2 pixels away.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Let me in. I don't think anyone has seen a Frogs 2 hint yet. Exactly, Jax. Look.
I mean,
we know Inko's on the right path. I don't think Krez will be too far behind. I am concerned about when Pyra and Koari might find those irons. Because both of them, having gone into Forest already, might be thinking... It's one of two thoughts, right? You're like, oh, I should go back into Forest because I already started it. Or, I'm never going back into Forest, and if it's there, I forfeit. Like...
hi. I'm the second one.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out like that.
I'm the one. I'm the one who doesn't enter Forest, but no, I completely understand like that and of course if they find Strength 2 here in Jabu, which I really hate that a big chest spawned the moment I said that, by the way. I really swear to God,
It's
I was
another
not trying
slingshot, surely.
Four slingshot, come on.
Oh no!
Oh, please that was not Kokiri's sword in the lake, right? Please tell me that was not actually Kokiri's sword.
If it was Kokiri's sword in the lake, oh no.
Because the natural reaction to that scale is if you have it. I don't remember if I think he has done Child Lake, so he would have seen it too.
Yeah, Pyro was the one who did Child Lake. The only one. Oh no. Yeah, if the other scale is in here, or it's in Deku, if that's what Pyra ends up doing. Because, yeah, I mean, they don't need Central Pillar. We know that.
Right. I guess what I should have been begging for, since they found a scale for those two sake, is please let them immediately find the other scale.
Yeah, there we go.
That would be an actual like help in this situation. I don't think Krez saw the GTG Foolish or forgot, by the way.
Oh no. No, Krez didn't see this. It was only Inko and Koari.
Right, it was on Medigoron, right? That's where we saw that? Yep, okay.
Yep. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Especially when we were talking about how early most of GTG was available in Logic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tobias was estimating a finish time. I wouldn't be too surprised if someone finished soon.
Also, chat, I don't think Inko's doing all of force. I think he went to the block room first. I think he's gonna loop like down to courtyard from here.
Yeah.
At least I hope so, because
yeah, it's kind of odd routing when you're looking for one item that can be in literally any check in this dungeon. But I get it. It's becoming more and more popular, though, usually, I think, with furrours.
Yeah, although we haven't, we have not seen Furrour's Wind, and I don't think we're going to.
Yeah, no. It's just unfortunate because we know that, like, Inko, you could have saved so much time here. And Krez is still going through Foolish GTG. Unfortunate. That's true. It's a good point.
Yeah. Of course, we know light arrows are not actually in for, so. Alright, 1 minute. we'll get to see what's on Baronade.
I know, I'm like, Double Jabu is almost done. We're almost free. Alright, so then the real question becomes, when do these two either find another scale or go do big pose? Pyra has an added decision here of having seen what was in Rudo's letter spot, and it may be Kokiri's sword, which does lock Deku. Oh no.
Yeah, sorry,
Did Inko just, like, brain hole those last... Oh no. It is possible that Inko hasn't realized that all of Forest is bow-locked. The reason being that our logical access here is Saria's song on Burning Cack, which is behind our Forest, Fire, and Water medallions, one of which is Shadow, whose completion is hard-locked by that bow because of the bridge that you need to drop.
Yeah, and well, that and the fact that the long shot also happens to be bow locked, so you can't. You need.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a bow or a bow. So.
Yeah, it's the bow or the bow locked long shot.
Yeah, so.
Oof. That's so unfortunate for Inko. Because this is one of those things where it's like, you're dialed in, you're following that bow, and you can put together all of the pieces, but miss that one. And I thought, you know, he even played Saria's song to get into Sacred Forest Meadow. I'm like, oh, he's got this.
Oh, hey. We just saw the frog's two-hand.
Oh.
It's fire arrows.
Hey, love that.
Yeah.
That is very Dins-locked.
Yeah, and on top of that, Rob pointing out, yes, Inko definitely knows about that Saria song being part of that, because he literally went for Skull Kid, which...
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't
exactly.
Make that play you knew that, so...
Yep. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, do you just go back for those two after you beat Meg? Because it sucks getting back to Forest without Minuet.
Yeah, I'm guessing... Well... I would assume... I would think because he was looking for lights, he would just full clear first anyway, regardless of
what I was just gonna say. Why wouldn't you be full clearing if you're looking for lights anyway? Uh-oh.
We have a child spirit sighting. Yeah, from Pyra's perspective, understandable to do this after beating Jabu your child, and you know Requiem is behind Saria's.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Krez is just now exhausted every bow lock check that is not Forest, and he's on his way there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I mean, as far as Restream is concerned, Inko needs to make a good decision to go into Courtyard. Otherwise, I don't think Krez is gonna make that same mistake.
Also, nice frog and child spirit, really helpful.
Thanks, frog.
Hopefully Pyra doesn't get any frog warping ideas from that.
Ooh. Nah, no way.
And Pyra is going for this item, so I wonder if this actually was Kokiri's sword.
Yeah, that sure is Kokiri's sword.
Oh, it is.
That is very unfortunate for Pyra. Also, rip the frog warp. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, Mel, you can add another time to the counter that I forgot we didn't have minuet when I said that. So everyone just please stop listening to me when it comes to warping to the force.
Anytime we need to get to Kokiri Forest, we cry.
That's, I think that's 4 or 5 now times I've done that tonight.
The scale was somewhere in Jabu.
Yeah, I don't exactly remember which check, but...
And that's true. Krez does already have lights, but you know what? Inko's only way there is hiking upriver, and I imagine he does those checks along the way.
Okay, just gotta point out real quick, since we have, like, all 4 of the runners on the commentary page, Quarry's reaction to the frog.
Yeah.
He looks so distressed that was not Iron Boot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, this is where you're starting to wonder, what did I miss? What did I miss? Well, we know it's Big Pose, but you know what? Our runners are doing a great job, have been for a little over 2 hours now. Happy 2 hours, everyone.
Yeah, happy 2 hours, everybody.
Would you like to do them this time, or should I?
I got it. So, shout out to our runners, Krez, Inko, Pyra, and Quarry for putting on a show for us tonight. Also, shout out to our trackers, Tumultech, Baseball, Lava Plume, and Natasha. Thank you for so much for keeping track of everything the runners have, and always got to show love to the trackers. One of the unsung heroes of putting on these restreams, and I believe is Baseball also restreaming tonight as well.
Yes, Baseball is restreaming.
So, that's just amazing. Tracking and restreaming both. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. And the viewers. Thank you to the viewers.
Yeah, and thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in tonight.
There's a big chest up here. Pyra almost missed it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, it finally showed up.
Oh no. And that is letter and go mode for Krez.
Yep.
Yeah, get your oh no's. Okay, so what do all of our runners need? Pyra and Kawari both need gold scale.
Yeah. They need gold scale to show up because I don't know when either of them are going back to Big Po, so
yeah. And my heart is breaking for Inko here, who has just missed a piece of the puzzle.
Oh my god!
What?
They're both in Deku.
Wow. I mean, those are locked behind that first strength. That is true.
Man, okay. Alright. Cool.
Oh, that's so funny.
And unfortunately, I believe we're going to see Kawari follow in Pyra's footsteps here.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he picked up the Kokiri sword after Jabu, so... Yeah, and Inko, unfortunately, like, after beating PG, has left 4, so...
And it's going child. Let's see. Inko doesn't have the domain hint, hasn't done chickens. Oh, Child Spirit, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah. In his mind, Child Spirit's still a possibility for
Yeah.
this.
I mean, unfortunately, we saw most of the God route. Yes, Inko currently cannot get that Kokiri sword.
Yeah, and I don't think the other strength, without the strengths in Deku, could probably. I think the other skill is probably like in Spirit or Ganon's Castle or something. So
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see that. And holy shit! By the way, a 10-second gap between first and second. What a finish!
Let's go, Barbu. First place, 208.36. GG's. Followed by Mr. Mario in second place, 208.46.
Damn.
Yep, and that's almost exactly what we were expecting. Like what Tobias was saying. Oh, okay. And third place, Hyper, 209.15. GG's. These are all of the people who went straight into Forest after beating Water. And Zavi, 4th place, 209.51. Wow. This is gonna be a real tight top 7, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, Pyra back in fire with just enough choose. Has 10, you need 9 with Master Sword. Alright, 5th place goes to Flea, 210.29.
Yep. GG's to our top 5 finishing very close together. Yeah, actually a gap of less than 2 minutes looking at that. That's incredible.
Yeah, really good top. Pyro's timer has stopped. Has forfeited, potentially? If chat is...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in the race room.
Okay. Well, GG's, Pyra. Yeah, Inko is back in fire, wondering what he has missed. And it was 2 checks in Forest. Momo. Except maybe Frogs too. Yeah. Yeah, Inko, like, fortunately, is out of locations to go to. Knows GTG is foolish. Can't go to Ice. Can't get into Jabu, which has the scale, which unlocks Deku, which has the 2 other strengths, so Spirit's off the table. But, I mean, in his mind, he did Forest. Oh, you know what I have heard is that sometimes runners have their, like, mark a dungeon split.
Mm-hmm.
Either near or even tied to the same thing as their forfeit or finish. But yeah, as Baseball is saying, Pyra has actually already done the 8 allowed, like, scoreable races.
Right.
And there's our top 7. Marco in 6th place, 2:12:53, and Exodus in 7th place, 2:13:02.
Yeah, the top top 7 like only 4.5 minutes apart. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, this is... I don't know if this is the closest together a, like, finishing group has been, but this is real close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is Corey maybe heading towards Big Pose here?
Could be, could be.
That'd be really good.
That'd be really good. Oh, and now Pyra reversing to GTG. Alright, yep. So this will be go mode for Kawari.
Yep. Good good decision to not follow the strengths from
Yeah. Yep.
Deku afterwards.
Yep.
Although, I have a hunch. I don't know if Corey's someone that keeps the race room open or not, but I wonder if seeing the finishes, he's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I definitely think, like, your finishes are this clustered together. It's probably something that's a little more obvious.
Yeah. And yes, the boss key is in River Chest and Water, so he still have a little bit to go, but he has it hit go mode, which is...
Yep.
Which is good.
Yep. Yeah, I think Krez probably finishes first on Restream still. Pyra's going to just do GTG, unfortunately. Inko playing Bolero. Okay. Are we going back to Forest?
Yeah, I think he was thinking about that.
No. Inko, no. No, don't do... I assume this is Haunted Wasteland. Couple more finishers. Icola in 8th place, 2:13:34. And Checkrays in 9th place, 2:15:53. GG's. Yeah, Inko was very close. This is a pretty quick check, assuming he doesn't go to GTG knowing it's foolish. No, Rob, it doesn't. But I think Inko thinks he did all of Forest, honestly. And voiding while reversing there. Went over that ledge a little too early, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
GTG Foolish was Medigorn. I think Inko does know that.
Yes, Inko
does. Because he did not check GTG stuff when he was there doing HBA, so I think he does know that.
Yeah. Alright, there we go.
Yep, Krez has got Baronet down, gonna get his last medallion here, so just a few more minutes and he'll have his time in.
Oh wait, did Pyra actually forfeit and is just playing?
Yeah, I didn't see him like unforfeit in the race room right after, so I guess he did.
Yeah. Yep, he's in there in the waiting room. Alright, I guess Pyra actually forfeited, and is just playing to play. Brevi, 10th place, 219.29. Alright, Inko. Nath in 11th place. Okay. Well, Inko's gonna get his lights at least. Oh. Is he just gonna KZ skip to unfreeze King Zora?
Maybe? I guess.
Because he knows that there's another wallet available.
Yeah, I don't think Inko knows that domain is foolish, right? 'Cause
No.
we did right. I'm honestly blanking on where we saw that hint, but
it was in Valley, and Pyra's the only one who knows that.
Right, okay, yep.
He doesn't know about the other wallet, but he knows about the other wallet. Okay. Okay, no one tell us where Gold Scale is. We haven't seen it. Thank you. Welcome in, Pyra. GG's. Is Inko killing Link? We just dying here? Is that a forfeit for Inko too?
That's a forfeit from Inko, it looks like.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, we'll see if Inko joins us. It makes sense in Inko's case. He was trying to improve his score enough to make top 64 here, and given the spread of the top 7 finishes, I think he was out of that range anyway.
I think Barbu just sniped 64. Or probably higher, actually, but I know Barbu just knocked me out when he finished.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, I wasn't. No, I saw that. I wasn't gonna tell you if you didn't bring it up, but yes, that is
no,
in fact
if
what
you
happened.
don't think I have the 9 people who could pass me with the scores they did.
Oh.
Like in front of me.
You did more math than we did beforehand.
Yeah, we were just like, we think that there's a chance. Welcome in, Inko. GG's.
GG. Clearly I missed something.
Yes. So, you went into Forest, and you skipped the first, like, couple checks in Courtyard of what you would usually do, you know, shooting the eye switch.
Oh, it's the island chest, and yeah.
Yeah, the island is your letter.
Well,
Yeah, we were like, did he just brain hole those? Thinks maybe you thought they weren't bow locked in some way?
I normally do that route. I just forgot to do the checks. I just walked
Oh,
out.
okay. Yeah. Yep. Well, GG's. Honestly, you could probably tell based on when you entered Forest and what the finish times were. Like, you would have done very well.
And the worst part about all this was that I did all those other checks because they're all bow locked, going, okay, if I go into Forest, it's not there, I just lose.
Yeah. Yep. Ira,
Yeah.
your irons. Would you like to know where they are?
I imagine they're Southern Field at this point.
No. They're
Or they're also in Forest. And they just left.
Nope. They're actually on Big Pose.
That's fucking dumb.
I mean, the long shot was bow locked, but that doesn't do anything. What do we do with the long shot? Okay,
Yeah.
let's keep doing bow checks until something pops. Oh.
That's,
Yeah.
The problem is irons can be anywhere, because, like, the market path doesn't tell you anything.
Yeah, but the bow path tells you there has to be something bow locked, and long shot doesn't really do anything.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter when it's Ritas. I have Ritas, I just don't have irons.
Yeah. So those are the locations that y'all missed, unfortunately. How did you feel about the seed otherwise?
And this game sucks.
I mean, aside from me making Shadow Temple as interesting as possible, like, I felt like I hit the route.
Yeah, yeah.
Up to that point. And that's why I was sort of playing conservative with the bow path. Like, okay, let me do all the other crap.
Mm-hmm.
And just misrouted Forest of all things.
Mm-hmm. Nath in chat saying irons could have been anywhere. Like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like,
I
That's
mean, if
true.
you knew the letter was there, then yes, that fulfills the path, because there's no way to get into Forest without the bow.
yep, and that's what kind of killed me. I just gave up on both things because there was no point, because the path is fulfilled as soon as you see a hook jump there. So, I know like people say clear your paths, but when you have big pose, what, an hour 45 in with one bottle, like, there's no point in doing it. So,
Yeah, I think I think Inko did, and I think Krez also did as well, that when you both got the long shot off of Shooting Gallery, and I even said at the same time, like, well, that doesn't do anything, and you both walked out to field to do big pose, and I'm assuming there was also going to be, like, an HBA play maybe afterwards, if...
Yeah, that was the plan.
In there, yeah, because to follow the bow, and they both ran to irons and obviously did water, and both went to, after clearing water, went over to HBA afterwards. Well, you did, you checked, Wax first, right, I think?
Yeah, I did, I think Lax and then Skull Kid, and then that.
Yep.
Where were lights?
River
open grotto.
in the open grotto.
Yeah, because, like, as soon as I see that bow path and I see, like, okay, everything that's not bow locked is probably dead.
Oh my god.
Sure. Yeah, I actually thought you were gonna go do River for, like, hints, perhaps. And that is
Only
Krez
really missing
finishing.
a Foolish, and those don't do anything.
Sure. Yeah. 16th place, 2:27:38. GG's.
Am I seriously gonna end up 66? That's brutal.
No, Rob Dog. Krez and Pyra did not get GTG Foolish.
Of course, the fucking one Foolish in, like, all 9 seeds that I've done is actually useful, and it's the one I don't find.
That was, Medigoron, actually.
Such a stupid hint. I actually genuinely hate Foolish hints. I think they're completely unnecessary in this game.
I mean, I think it's nice to sort of change the sort of texture of the seed a little bit sometimes, but they are kind of high variant sometimes when they're in stupid places, and you end up sort of doing things you shouldn't be doing because they're just late.
It's just like most of the time you end up getting 3 of the same like 5 locations, so it's pointless. And, like on average, they'll clear 10 checks from the game, but it just doesn't feel useful until you get a seed like this where you find a GTG foolish hint in a stupid place.
There was a GTG foolish hint.
Hey, Chris,
Yes, welcome in, Crest. GG's.
That would have been nice to have. GG's.
Yeah. It was Medigoron was the copy we saw.
What was the other one? The only one I got was Colossus.
Domain.
Domain.
The only copy of that we saw was in Valley. Yeah, so how did you feel about the seed? Any thoughts you want to share?
It was the rare jet seed that I didn't completely screw up. Other than going to GTG instead of Forest, I played it pretty well.
One silver lining, as of right now, I am 69th place.
GG's.
Real season.
Yeah. So, which of the settings did you end up feeling played best together as we wrap up quals here?
I don't know. With just one major, one minor, you don't really get a good feel of how they play together. I'm excited for when we get to draft 2 of each.
Sure. Sorry, Pyra?
No, I don't think anything really interacts when you have 1 and 1. I think they're just kind of there.
Sure.
Yeah, making the seeds longer or shorter sometimes. Like, okay, you have overworld tokens, they're now just 50 random checks in stupid places.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like, I don't know, shops just put certain things like in. It was much better. I thought my child route was actually really good. It just didn't pay out at all. With Domain Foolish being hinted after I full cleared Domain because it has a shop.
Yeah, I almost went to River Domain and then went, nah, I have stuff I can do, and maybe I'll find a wallet and have to come back for the hookshot anyway, which is what happened.
Mean, I was pushing really hard to find a wallet in Child 1, and then the second wallet location just entirely nullified everything I was able to do, so it's just, the seeds hate me perpetually.
Actually,
cool.
Inko, I brought up a question I wanted to ask you. So, you knew where the hookshot was, and you still dipped the first 4 in Shadow. Were you trying to find letter immediately to, like...
Yes. That was... I was trying to spike a letter so I could save a trip.
Okay. I figured so, I just wanted to ask.
Like, yeah, that one's a little bit weird, but I had a reason for it. And then, I've never been happier to see a mirror shield for a stone spirit in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Alright, we're watching Corey enter the Ganon fight here. We've lost the Master Sword. Very dramatic. Any drafting strategies you're willing to talk through as we start thinking about groups for main tournament and Challenge Cup?
I have absolutely no strategies. I will pick whatever I feel like playing at the time.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag everyone into Dungeon or something stupid like that with me.
Yes.
Yeah, Dungeon ER and random warps would be fun.
Oh. I love Dungeon ER personally, so that's like a...
I know, I'm like, I do enjoy Dungeon ER.
Some of the weird logic works with Dungeon ER is hilarious, hell.
Mm-hmm.
Someday we're gonna get the Child Forest seed in this tournament.
Oh, no. No. Alright.
I might turn off chest textures just because.
Oh,
I might
okay.
actually ban that because I hate playing that.
I was gonna say, you're gonna make some enemies,
I think it's
Pyra.
fun. I think it's funny. I think it changes how you play and route and stuff. Like GTG becomes a lot worse. Certain dungeons become worse because you don't have the peaks anymore. So it's just.
Yeah, it's
It
true.
also actually takes out some of the randomness. Like if someone finds bomb cheese early, it kind of kills that casino.
Sure. Welcome in, Corey. GG's.
GG's.
GG.
Anything you want to talk about before we start asking questions?
You know, if I had actually just done horseback archery before going to forest, maybe I would have had a good time.
Yeah. So talk through why you ended up not doing HBA, because we kind of noticed, okay, you had to go back and finish
Or I'm sorry,
fire.
not
That put
horseback
you
archery, a
closer to
big post.
forest, so
Yeah.
warping out made sense.
Yeah, I said, yeah. Rob, no, right. I meant to say post. I just went with 1 check versus 2 checks versus 8 checks. I went with the 8 checks because that made sense to me in my head. It's like the entirety of forest is bow locked because Saris is bow locked because bow locked the long shot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So as far as I'm concerned, I was basically looking for leather, and irons could be anywhere.
Yep.
Now, I will say, Inquiry, in your defense, it was a little bit easier for a couple of the runners to get the big pose because I believe the first time you went into fire, you could not beat it because you didn't have the hook shot.
Right.
So I think you went back to fire, and after you beat fire, you'd already beat shadow, so you were closer to forest at that point. Whereas the other runners had beaten shadow, so they got long shot and they just went into field and did big pose and.
Ew.
Also, a
got
lot
fire
of
approach.
that for me is just sort of minimizing the worst case. Like the worst case, you go to forest, you do all of it, you find nothing. In my case, because I skipped 2 checks, which I shouldn't have done. But yeah, the worst case is you spend 15 minutes in forest temple and you lose. Whereas if I spend 5 minutes doing every other bow check in the seed before that, then I can't lose to Skull Kid or whatever.
Right. Yeah, that we watched you go child for that, and we're like, oh, yeah, I guess doing Skull Kid makes sense here. We'd already seen letters, so we knew it wasn't the answer. But we saw you save, so you could just immediately revert back to adult, and we're like, does he realize he
doesn't
has
actually-
to save quit?
Yeah, I realized that I was, okay, do I file copy this?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, one of the rare times where, like, file copy is actually the routing answer. Because you're just so used to having minuet to get back to the forest.
But like you have to reset to set up the file copy, and I'm not sure it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, Corey, we asked the other runners, how do you feel about quals overall? The settings? Anything that you thought interacted in a fun way?
That's actually an interesting question. Nothing off the top of my head. I don't. In fact, I don't really remember most of the calls that I played in.
They were just trash enough, you just immediate delete them.
Yeah, most of them are just you make one right decision or one wrong decision, and you're either golden or you're screwed.
Yeah, I will say,
which was also the case today.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Obviously, there's so many decisions that you all have to make anytime you're racing, but it does feel like a lot of these quals have come down to, did you route one dungeon after the other, and thus you avoided a bunch of bait, or, you know, you got your item and you're in go. it does feel like there were quite a few single decision points that really changed some of these quals for a lot of the runners.
Yeah, sometimes random be like that. That's sort of how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's what we were even saying. I'm like, someone in chat was talking
Yeah.
about probabilities, and I'm like, yeah, but this is rando. It's always gonna take the 1 time out of 10, just because that's how it does.
Mhm. And actually, I feel like with many of the quals, many of the ones that had those one right decisions or one right or one wrong decisions, settings were basically non-factor in that. Not
Yeah.
all of them were not all of them were bad because of the settings. They were bad because rando,
Yeah, exactly. Half of the quals, the
which
major setting didn't change anything.
which then begs the question. It was like, what was the point? What was the point of having these flavored settings if none of it mattered? You just make the right decision in a very basic check and just do it. Or don't.
I mean, part of what we were talking about this earlier is that with one major and one minor, there's not as much intersection of them. With two, things can be different. Things could be interacting in weird ways. You can do stuff like dungeon ER with random warps or random owls, and your only access to DC is child, and it's at the nocturne spot, and you have to take an owl to get there.
Yeah, it will definitely start getting spicier when there's 2 major and 2 minors, and it's not just a, completely random assignment. It's a little more intentional. Um Perhaps in Krez's case, it's just whatever you want to play that day. But some runners might really like how Dungeon ER and Random Warps interact, and so they might try and make that happen for them because it will give them an edge and they like playing it. But, oh yeah, everyone's done now. We can find out where Gold Scale is.
Where was Silver Scale?
Jabu.
Jabu.
Oh, that one I didn't open.
Gold Scale, I think, was at the top of Spirit from what I've heard from other people.
Oh. Okay.
Got it. Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. That would have taken a while to find.
Yeah, I almost went into Spirit before GTG, but I kind of metagamed the finishes, and I was just like, oh, it must be GTG, but apparently that was fucking foolish because it was Stephen.
Oh yeah, that was. Where did I get that hint? I know I saw that hint.
Medigoron.
Madigarn, yeah.
I didn't prioritize hints at all because I found the 5 paths so early, so I just stopped looking because I was like, I have 2 foolishes, I have
didn't get
5
the
paths,
last
what's the
foolish
point?
hint. I had
Okay.
Desert and GTG. I didn't get the last foolish.
Domain. It was Domain Foolish, so.
Oh. Thanks. That would have been helpful.
Yep.
Would have been very helpful.
Any final thoughts or wrap up comments you'd like to make? It's getting a little late and I hate to rush the end of an interview, but Mel needs sleep.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be taking up Ryukane on his Challenge Cup offer.
All right, we'll look forward to those matches for sure.
Yeah, it sort of sucks to go out this way, but it wasn't meant to be, I guess.
6 points.
Well, you all
Next
did
Forest.
great throughout all of your calls. It was really fun to watch this today. GG's again, and we will see you all. Thank all of you in Challenge Cup then.
I'm undecided. We'll see.
All right. Well, once you decide. All right. Thank you again to our runners for being on Restream today. give them a follow. Krez, Inko, Koari, and Pyra. Their links are in chat. Our trackers, once again, pushing all of the buttons, keeping us on track. Tomal, Baseball, Lava Plume, and Natasha. Baseball also restreaming for us. Thank you, thank you. And Bobby, it was fun to do comms again with you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And,
Yes, thank you.
and I'm not sure if Baseball has any wrap-up announcements for us.
I do. Yes. Hi. I have no more quals to announce. This was the last one. But excitingly, on Saturday we have our blind restreamer Wind Waker randomizer race that was an incentive during the marathon last weekend. That's starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, bright and early. So if you want to watch Tobias suffer through Wind Waker Rando, join us for that. Should be a lot of fun. So yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. Yeah, Tobias is in chat. That's also why I wanted to say that. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, and that's gonna do it for Quals. I'm assuming that the group stage is gonna start probably after we take a couple weeks break here at ZSR. Yeah. So yeah, join us in January for the group stage. I'm very much excited to see how the drafting process goes. Okay. Oh yeah, Tobias and other people, but Tobias is the one who's in chat, so that's important. Okay. This is the person that I rated yesterday. We're gonna raid over to Not Your Average Person, who is playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer, but it's on the Ship of Harkinian PC thing. I've never actually played it. But apparently the enemies are really big, so that should be exciting. Yeah, hope you enjoy that. And we'll see you hopefully on Saturday for the race. Bye.